In August of 2017, the violent offensive in Myanmar began. Hundreds of thousands of Rohingya Muslims were forced to flee across the border into Bangladesh as the country's army launched a brutal crackdown on a group described by the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres as one of, if not the, most discriminated people in the world. Villages were burned to the ground and thousands were killed in the month that followed. Reports from Amnesty International claimed that Rohingya women and girls were raped by the Myanmar military. A vicious cycle of persecution, discrimination, radicalization, and violent repression has led more than 400,000 desperate people to flee, putting regional stability at risk, read a UN report in September 2017. That number has grown significantly since then. It was, according to the UN's High Commissioner for Human Rights Zeid Ra'ad Al Hussein, a textbook example of ethnic cleansing. Now, this oppression is not new. The Rohingya people, most of whom lived in Myanmar's Rakhine state, have been the victims of discrimination and genocide for decades. Since the 1970s, they've been forced out of their home country, mostly into neighbouring Bangladesh and India. The Myanmar government views the Rohingya as illegal immigrants, a Muslim minority in a predominantly Buddhist country. The influx of refugees has been overwhelming for Bangladesh and India. Multiple refugee camps have been set up in Bangladesh, dotted around the country. Thousands of Rohingya live in each of them, but the largest, by a distance, is Kutupalong, now home to over 600,000 refugees. And the situation is still volatile. Rakhine State remains home to more than 500,000 Rohingya, and there is a danger that they will be targeted in the years to come. Bangladesh, meanwhile, announced in March 2019 that they would no longer allow Rohingya into the country. For those living in the Kutupalong camp, life is difficult. Makeshift huts, formed of tarpaulin and bamboo, stretch for miles. There's a shortage of food and medicine. Children have no education, and each day is a struggle. But some solace has been found in football. There's a pitch at the top of the hill in Kutupalong where more and more refugees have discovered an invaluable form of entertainment and distraction. And it's here that the idea to hold a football tournament began. The Rohingya FA Cup, planned to take place within the next year, will bring together 16 teams from Kutupalong. But to acquire the necessary resources and equipment for the tournament, funds need to be raised. A GoFundMe campaign set up by Paul Watson, a former football coach and the founder of the Kanifa World Football Cup in 2018, has proved a success. The original target of £2,000 was quickly surpassed, but that has since been increased to £3,000 in order to afford the kits for the players involved. To the delight of the Rohingya refugees taking part in the tournament, there's been support from all over the world. In a way, I haven't been surprised because I have such faith in the number of good people across social media and generally in the sports world, Watson told Tifo. I've met and been helped by so many fantastic, generous people when putting together projects like this over the years, and I think football can bring out the best in people. When you forget the multi-millionaires in the business of the Premier League, the football world is a very welcoming space. The hope is that this tournament will be a success and become an annual event, he continued. Alongside the tournament, I'd like to see wider events, like coaching clinics, helping teachers learn to put on football sessions, guest speakers. But first, we need to make this one a success. And all the signs suggest that it will be. Teams have already been put together, amongst them Brothers Unite football team and Demand Kings. Both sets of players have been pictured wearing Juventus shirts and looks of determination and focus on their faces. No one will be taking this tournament lightly. Amongst those involved in the organisation of the tournament is Mohamed Zobar, who has lived in Kutupalong camp since 1992 when he was forced to flee Myanmar with his family as a young boy. His father was killed by the military, and he spent the last 28 years of his life consigned to an area originally designed as a temporary solution. Refugees feel useless in the world. There's no peace, no happiness, no entertainment, Zobar told Tifo. My parents' life ended here. My life will end here, and the next generation's life will end here. It is truly boring. Football, then, has proved a vital diversion. It's allowed the refugees involved to get regular exercise and to make friends with others living in Kutupalong, helping create some small moment of happiness and something to look forward to for the Rohingya refugee players is really important, says Watson. It also shows them that the world is watching and does care, because many feel isolated and ignored in their suffering. But beyond that, it's also hopefully going to give a human face to something reported widely in the foreign media and helps people abroad see that these Rohingya players are footballers like anywhere else in the world, not just faceless victims. Playing football has proved comforting for Rohingya refugees elsewhere too. Rohingya Football Club India have thrived since forming in 2012. And there's a national team, founded in January 2015, which is a member of CONIFA. The sport will not be the solution to the Rohingya crisis, nor will it eradicate the challenges hundreds of thousands of refugees face every day. Life remains uncertain for the occupants of Kutupalong camp. As Zubair puts it, football won't change our situation, but it will change the way we look at it.